welcome back to my channel. We are back again for some more Pokemon Creepypastas. So for this one, we're going to be reading a Creepypasta called The Lavender Guilt. It's not that long, but it's, long enough for me to make a video about it. It's currently almost 9 o'clock. I don't really have much to do right now, and I'm not really that tired, but I don't feel good, which is why I don't have face cam on, because, I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I know it's been, a couple months since I've made a creepypasta video. I apologize for that. Life has been crazy, but, yeah, without further ado, enough of my rambling, let's just get right into it. You see it, don't you? Right there between the wisps of fog. The unnatural glow of the tower walls reflect off its white surface. It's a hand, waving at you, beckoning for you to follow. You came to this place of eternal resting to visit a grave of someone dear to you and on the anniversary of the person's death. Before you knew it, the world around you changed. The bright pastel colors of flowers left by the rounded gravestones, were suddenly monochrome and lifeless. The stone walls and carved rocks guarding the graves began glowing with an unearthly white light. You should have seen your face. You may have many questions. Who am I? Where am I? You should worry about yourself rather than me. I am merely an observer, after all. Never mind that. Look, behind you. The shadow of the departed creep towards you, dark arms grabbing for your soul. See their eyes, how they shine with the empty white light. They think that by taking you away that they will be able to return to life. A pointless sentiment it is. Out of the shadows, it is about to touch the sleeve of your shirt. Shivers of pure fear pass through your body, turning your blood to ice. The static of dark creature makes your hair stand up. So, what will you do now? I see you glancing timidly at the white hand, and it might be trying to help you, you know. Well, now you don't trip over your own feet by running after it. It appears to be a patient creature. Observe how it glides backwards at a steady, slow pace, still waving, still beckoning. It knows the shadows are unable to keep up with the walking pace, so it leads you through a maze of gravestones. You whimper slightly as you watch the shadows pulling themselves from their earthly resting ground. The white hand continues on, unfazed by the apparitions. It stops and points you to the stairs that spirals up to the higher floors. You crane your neck, eyes searching for the next floor, but the darkness and churning gray of fog prevents you from knowing how far up the stairs climb. The only way for you to find out is to go up them and see for yourself. Watch your step. The stairs are crumbling around the edges and there's no rail to catch you. You look back down to the first couple of stairs. The white hand is already gone. It has vanished into the fog while you weren't watching. It's not too late to turn back. You may head over to the overlooked You may have overlooked the exit. I can see the frantic thoughts in your mind. You must find it odd that it wanted you to go up to where the chances of escaping is lower. Compared to the other creature in this tower, it is the only one that doesn't completely terrify you, though. I see you have made the decision to go up. I believe this is the wisest choice at the minute. The shadows have made their way up to the staircase, arms extended and fingers grasping the air. As you climb up the stairs, the dark creatures fade out of sight in the fog that has been thickening the higher you travel. The floor is no longer visible as well. I can see that this is making you slightly relieved. Are you afraid of heights? A break? Yes, you've been walking up these stairs for quite a long time. Your legs are shaking, but from fear or exhaustion? You can't tell either, can you? The shadows have already caught up to you. They're stepping clumsily up the stairs, some falling off when another one bumps them. You have been sitting for far too long. Those tears streaming from your eyes have not helped you at all. They've only served to sting your eyes and blind you from the danger coming. Trembling, you rise to your feet and continue on. You must be wondering when you will reach the next floor, or if there even is one. A singing voice is echoing from above you. The words are too muddled to understand, so you push on. Now a little faster at the hope of seeing another human. Higher and higher you climb, the gray fog dancing in the wake. Do you hear it? The words are clearer here. The voice is familiar, isn't it? Finally, the stairs end and the melody is hushed. You try to peer through the darkness to find whoever was singing. You are unsuccessful. The fog prevents you from seeing anything more than a yard away. Oh? Well, if it isn't the white hand again. It waves to you once again, but quicker and more hastily. Your heart is pounding. I can hear it. For some reason, you are too scared to keep following the hand. In your guts, you know that if you keep following it, something horrible will happen. But what choice do you have at this point? The shadows will come any minute. You walk forward, limbs heavy and head spinning. You hear that song again. Someone is humming its calm yet unsettling tune. You're clutching your head in pain and your nose begins dripping with blood. Is that song causing it, or are you having another panic attack? Even so, your legs are still following the white hand. It stops It stops and a soft chuckle is heard, taking your limited focus off of your hand and you look beyond it. The white hand is attached to an arm and a body. You know who this is, don't you? It's your friend that died 10 years ago on this day. He floats above the ground just as young as you remember him before you killed him. Your eyes widening as you try to yell, but it's caught in your throat. His eyes are crimson against the colorless world. He grins and looks into your eyes. You remember your rivalry with the boy when you had both set out on your adventure? Although you were jealous of him, you actually really wanted to be his friend, didn't you? Even after the tragic incident on the cruise ship when your partner died due to your rivalry, you were mad at him. When your journeys ended at the place only champions go, you both started being great friends. Traveling the world and seeing new things with a friend way much better than being alone. Even for those couple of years you stayed in the mountains to train. You felt happy that you knew he would return, and when he did with a new passion to become stronger. You both explored your home region as best friends, sharing stories and victories of losses. That was until you returned to the regal town where your partner was buried at the top of your floor of the tower. Your friend came with to visit the grave. You were crying, sobbing even as you looked upon your partner's grave. Your friend. You heard him sigh at you and tell you to move on already. That's when you snapped, wasn't it? You stood up abruptly and punched the boy square in the face, making him stagger and fall off the side of the stairs. It was his fault that your partner died, so he had no right to tell him how to feel about it. When the rage left your sight, you realized what you did. The boy had fallen all the way down to the bottom floor and died. The guilt made you return each year to lay flowers by his grave that was located next to your partner's. Now he is standing before you. What will you do? The only thing that is coming out of your mouth is stuttering apologies. Your friend grins, his familiar grin that you miss so much, and opens his arms, still humming that unusual song. Maybe by now he is not angry anymore. You run forward and try to wrap your arms around him in a hug. What a fool you are! You pass right through him and feel yourself falling. The fog in the room is lifted and the colors return to the tower. You had just jumped off the side of the staircase. Your friend is watching you fall, laughing at your stupidity. You hit the ground and feel your phones crack in unnatural ways. Your vision is fading to black. The song he was singing is the only thing remaining in your head right now. Shall I sing it to you? Since you can't answer anymore, I will anyways. Slowly, gently close your eyes and rest now. The morning's light will not wake you again. Think of the stars, sweetly dream a bright dream, and one last time recall a life you once lived. Well, that's depressing. I could never imagine shit like that. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, I don't think there's any more to say to that. And hope you'll enjoy. Everything's down in the description. Love you guys, and I will see you.